Dearest Lilibet, I know how you loved your papa, my son, and I know you will be as devastated as I am by this loss.
I had hoped all this might wait.
But you must put those sentiments to one side now, for duty calls. The grief for your father's death will be felt far and wide. Your people will need your strength and leadership. I have seen 3 great monarchies brought down through their failure to separate personal indulgences from duty. You must not allow yourself to make similar mistakes. And while you mourn your father, you must also mourn someone else. Elizabeth Mountbatten. For she has now been replaced by another person. The 2 Elizabeths will frequently be in conflict with one another. The fact is, the crown must win. Must always win.
The crown is not just an ornament to be worn. It is a privilege and a burden which comes with formidable expectations and responsibilities.
The crown is not a static thing, resting forever on one head. It is moving, alive, the changing face of changing times.
Never let them see the real Elizabeth Windsor.
We look at a painting and immediately want to know it, understand it.
Never let them see that carrying the crown is often a burden.
Can anything ever be fully understood?
Let them look at you, but let them see only the eternal. This new Elizabethan age comes at a time when mankind stands uncertainly poised on the edge of catastrophe.
We do what we have to do as leaders. That's our job.
Ask yourself, in the time I've been on the throne, what have I actually achieved?
Our job is to calm more crises than we create, and you do it very well indeed.
This country was still great when I came to the throne, and now look. So much for the second Elizabethan age, which Winston talked about.
May well feel the thrill in invoking once more the prayer and the anthem. God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. God save the Queen. God save the Queen.
It doesn't feel right, as head of state, to do nothing.
To do nothing is the hardest job of all, and it will take every ounce of energy that you have.
But doing that is perhaps not as easy for me as it is for you.
Why?
Because I have a beating heart.
To be impartial is not natural, not human.
I am not just a symbol. I can lead not just by wearing a uniform or by cutting a ribbon, but by showing people who I am.
I am aware that I'm surrounded by people who feel that they could do the job better. But for better or worse, the crown has landed on my head.
There's a thing about the monarchy.
To do nothing is often the best course of action.
We paper over the cracks.
I know from personal experience how frustrating it can be.
That's the point of us.
History was not made by those who did nothing.
You cannot flinch. Because if you show a single crack, we'll see it isn't a crack, but a chasm. So you must hold it all together. Must I do that alone? There is only one queen.
I can't visualize the games without them.
Yeah, but you've been doing fine without all that.
I just really need them right now.
You are a marvelous idea.
Or I thought I did.
So can you tell the readers of Life how it feels? And to be a girl.